Throughout our series of fleet videos on FDE TV, we have, naturally, discussed the importance of innovation as well as lowering the overall total cost of ownership, TCO, as some of the key elements of a successful partnership between a fleet provider and their customer. In this episode, we visit the Museo Storico Alfa Romeo, Alfa Romeo's official museum located in Milan, and meet with Gianluca Italia, Managing Director for Italy and EMEA Fleet and Business Services Director at Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, also known as FCA, to talk about the importance of enhancing the customer experience at every single touchpoint. Having previously held fleet management roles at the likes of GM and Ford, Gianluca discusses how this customer-centric approach has helped his present company, the FCA Group, develop and produce some of the latest members of the FCA fleet family.
In the last year and a half, fleet has started to become always more relevant within the FCA performance at European level, thanks to the new lineup that we have. We have introduced in the marketplace several new models within the Fiat brand, Alfa Romeo and Jeep, and this is giving us the opportunity to extend our customer base in the business-to-business arena. We based our strategy basically on three pillars: product, people and place, as a result of a customer experience within the business customer group.
What steps can international fleet providers take to help deliver an enhanced customer experience for their clients and ensure that they can keep it consistent across not just their domestic markets but also Europe-wide?
We have completely reshuffled and reorganized our internal organization and the dealer network. We have created a selection of dealers who have become center of excellence in terms of business customers across Europe. And we have, as we speak, already 250 of them up and running. In terms of place and customer journey, of course, this is the result of all of this, because we also developed within FCA Bank and our LTR captive company leases several service products that we offer in terms of 360-degree opportunities for our partners. Out of these 220 center of excellence in terms of business, basically 80% are outside of Italy. So we cover the continent very well. Clearly, we have some peaks in some markets where our historical presence has been better than others. I could mention UK or France or Switzerland, for instance, or Spain. But basically, I don't think that today we have that kind of issue anymore. We have developed a program called Privilege. It's a privilege program that basically gives to the employees of a company that decides to have product from the FCA lineup within the company car policy, the opportunity to enter privately into the Fiat Chrysler world. So if I am a manager working for X company and I choose an Alfa Romeo Stelvio, from the day after, my wife, my daughter, my son can go to an Alfa Romeo or Fiat or Jeep dealer to purchase, rent or test drive a vehicle with very exclusive conditions, almost comparable to the FCA employees one, because the concept that we are extending basically everywhere is that when you choose an Alfa Romeo or a Jeep, you enter our family. And if you enter our family, we want to treat you very well, in a very exclusive way.
When it comes to fleet in particular, how can we look at innovation as something more than just developing the latest technologies and engines?
Innovation, of course, is key, not only for FCA but in our industry in general. We are launching new models with new engines, technologies every 5 or 6 months, but innovation is also services. So this is why we work very closely with our financial bank, which is FCA Bank, in order to have all sort of services that can meet companies' needs and user needs. Specifically on Alfa Romeo and Jeep, which we believe are the perfect user brand, because these cars are more sold on pull than push. We have a lot of requests directly from managers or small entrepreneurs requesting us to enter the company policy because they want to drive our new cars. And this is helping us a lot because, of course, with that kind of request, we go to meet the fleet managers to explain them that maybe there is an opportunity to make their colleagues happier driving a new Alfa Romeo or Jeep or 500.
What are some of the latest additions to the range of fleet vehicles the FCA Group has? And how can they compete with some of the more established brands that already exist in the market?
Well, Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio are our latest introduction in the marketplace, together with Jeep Compass. What I can tell you is that these two products seems to be finally the alternative to our main competitors. We also have created a specific business version to address the needs of fleet customers, that they have all the features that are relevant to the user or to the fleet director. What we have done is basically meeting prior to develop the product with the most important fleet directors in Europe, asking them, what would you like to be standard in the business version for your colleagues? And I have to say that our engineers managed to meet almost all the requirements that we got. Compass is giving us the opportunity to enter the largest segment in Europe. The C-SUV segment is just huge, also within the fleet community. So basically now we offer from the small crossovers like Renegade to the medium one Compass up to the Grand Cherokee. If you add this to the small cars from the Fiat brand like 500 or 500X and of course the new Alphas, you understand that today we can really offer to fleet managers a broad range of vehicles, and this is our value added versus most of our competitors.
How large a role does the CFO play during the overall fleet procurement process?
Fleet managers are the first point of contact for us, always. But then if we get into the numbers, the figures, and we have to take the final decision with the company, our partner, CFOs are always involved. We have all sorts of programs that give to new companies the opportunity to actually save money if they choose FCA. So we know that in some cases there is a little price to be paid, and it's part of our sales strategy. Of course, we also include Mopar in the picture. Mopar is our brand which is taking care of all the parts and services. So when we put everything together, in several occasions we are winning tenders because we are quite competitive.
We're now arguably in one of the most exciting periods in the automotive industry, where innovation has given us more choice than ever from manufacturers when it comes to fleet options. It's therefore even more critical for providers to listen to what their clients want. This has been one of the driving forces behind the FCA Group developing a truly diverse range of vehicles that can suit a multitude of fleet requirements and which, most importantly, can finally give both fleet managers and users what they deserve, a choice in the industry. The FCA Group wants, as we've heard, for their clients to feel like a part of their family. Well, combining this new fleet range with customized programs such as Privilege, not to mention the added personal benefits users can take advantage of, this family tree is certainly branching out to new horizons and helping the FCA Group on its road to becoming a true fleet partner of choice.